a lot of you Scorpios very much so are really doing your own thing. You have the Ace of Swords, right? The Ace of Swords represents the Ace of Swords, the Page of Swords, the Knight of Cups. You Scorpios are not following anyone else's rules, and very good. A lot of you Scorpios are really starting to understand that um, you really got to stop listening to what people think that you should do. Like it is that I said before. So this makes a lot of you Scorpios just want to, when it comes to getting to know somebody else, try out different things and see if it works. And I would suggest that same thing as well, because the Page of Swords represents just being prepared for anything. Person on the Page of Swords is a warrior. So it's like being prepared for anything, right? And knowing that when a person makes a decision, being prepared for either decision, right? If the person is interested in you, then it means that you need to be prepared to create your life or your universe with someone else. If the person is not interested, then be prepared just to deal with the rejection of it, you know? But the Knight of Cups now is about you Scorpios realizing that that it's that, but it's also about learning how to have, learning how to keep your own self-confidence, because confidence, it comes from your own internal talk, right? So even though you Scorpios are dealing with other people, or you want to, right? You're talking to other people, remember to keep your confidence high. Remember that one rejection does not make or break you, right? You should be going after people that you can interact with long term. The name of the game is long-term gain, not short-term gain. So the strength now in the Three of Pentacles, the strength and the Three of Pentacles, right, represents because a lot of you Scorpios have been keeping, right, the strength, a lot of you Scorpios have been keeping yourselves back, bottled up, right? Your desires, the things that you want to do, things that you want to say. And a lot of you, silence is golden for a Scorpio, right? Y'all are the opposite sign of Taurus. Taurus is the zodiac sign of silence. So the strength now is about how you're in a situation where a lot of you Scorpios have become, because you have that warrior mentality now, a lot of you Scorpios realize, like, look, if somebody rejects you, that is not the end of the world. And you're 100% correct. Like I said before, a rejection doesn't make or break you. You just have to become better. The strength now is about how the strength now represents, when it comes back to those things that you've bottled up, when we are out here and we're trying to play it safe, and we are trying to conform to what the dating coaches, right, want you to do. This is what it is you do if a person ghosts you, this, that, third. Look, why are we still playing in the games? Why are we still doing that? Why is it that we're not able to do the things that we want to do? And a lot of you Scorpios woke up and realized, like, look, you're going to do what it is that you want. You're going to be disciplined, but you're going to live your life how you want. And the Three of Pentacles represents way more enjoyment out of it, because a lot of you Scorpios are beginning to understand, like, if a person is hot and heavy with you before, but they're not hot and heavy because they think of you as doing something uncool. I mean, in principle, as long as it's not dysfunctional, in principle, the person is possessive, the person is truly controlling, the person is a tyrant, right? In other words, if a person decides that they don't want to rock with you, right? They aren't tyrannical, they have integrity, you have integrity, but they decide that they don't want to talk to you or whatever the case may be, and they got to come up with some sort of stupid reason. Those people are really full of it. You know what I mean? They're really trying to look for a way to disqualify you, because they're not really out here trying to date. Wink, wink, hint, hint. They're really looking for something else in particular. They're looking for You understand what I'm saying? So the Eight of Swords now is about how you Scorpios have to remember this, and you have to keep this. You have to remember this. You have to always not just remember that, but understand. Let that make you into a different person, right? But you, right? Let this embody you. You need to understand that at the end of the day, if, like I said, if a person disqualifies you for stupid reasons, I'll give it some grace. 8 times out of 10, it's probably for a stupid reason. You know what I mean? You know, because a lot of the sisters like, the brothers. So, predominantly. So I mean, the Ace of Cups now represents how. So a lot of you Scorpios will be, if you're not already doing it, getting to know other people still. And the Ten of Cups represents a lot of first dates are happening. A lot of that, right? A lot of first dates, a lot of hanging out, getting to know other people. If you haven't already started doing that, a lot of you Scorpios are putting your best foot forward. You're getting to know a lot of other people. You're just feeling things out. You're trying to see who is interested, right? You're trying to see what's going on, who's interested, and you're willing to get to know other people, right? The Fool and the Four of Cups, however, represents some of those people may be, I'll say this, right? To kind of give you a better understanding of what I'm talking about. Some of those people may think of you as being stupid, because they may think of you as being desperate, but it goes right back into what it is that I was saying, right? Because the Fool and the Four of Cups, the Fool has up a cup, excuse me, in this picture, right? Four of Cups plus 1 is 5 of Cups, right? Regret, right? So the Fool represents you, right? And they think that you're the one being an idiot, because you doing all this stuff and your back is to this cliff, right? Spiritually, and they just think, oh well, you corny and this, that, and the third, right? But we're not taking into consideration that's only a few people, right? That's not everybody. That's a few people. And the Four of Cups represents the people who are trying to fit in. They are so busy thinking about what other people think, they are not actually having fun themselves. So the Fool represents, at the end of the day, the Fool is actually the most, and this is ironic, because the Fool is actually the most powerful tarot card, and the Fool represents Kether on the Kabbalistic tree, but Kether is ruled by Pluto, which rules over Scorpio. So nobody wants to be the Fool. I'll be the Fool then. I'll be the Fool. But so this ultimately spells out regret. This ultimately speaks to the idea that a lot of people are going to really regret telling you no, because they were so caught up with looking for a particular look, or asking somebody how much they make, which is disrespectful. Why are you asking somebody how much they make on the first date, let alone how much they make? You need an exact number? You understand what I'm saying? You don't ask somebody how much they make. That's you ask somebody what is their job if you're going to do that. You don't ask somebody how much they make. Oh, how disrespectful is that? How an invasion of privacy that is, because that's what it is. It's an invasion of privacy. Oh, you good? How much you make? What? Yo, back up. Why you need to know all of that? How much I make? I make enough to support myself. I'm good. I'm not calling back home. What's up? And if those people, right, Four of Cups, wilding out like that, they're going to live to regret it. because they're going to be thinking back about how their own dating style does not work. And they're going to remember you because you stuck out. Because remember what it is that I've been telling you, Scorpios. The vast majority of how people date today is the fresh and fit version of how people date today, right? Oh, be a jerk. Who cares? Nobody cares about the other person or whatnot. Completely unaware that people are acting. Completely unaware that people are acting. And that the actors are the people that you should be getting rid of and excommunicating to find someone that is, this is New York, bunch of planes and stuff like this and motorcycles, but completely forgetting that you should forget about the bad actors, right? The people who are dysfunctional, and get to know people who actually will tell you, this is what's up, this is what I like, XYZ, right? So because most people, let's clarify the 10 of Cups. So because most people are forgetting to incorporate acting, right? That look, I'm just gonna say it. The vast majority of people are posers because they want a relationship, but then at the same time they gotta act like, oh, I'm this king, I'm this queen. It's like you're the gum on the bottom of somebody else's shoe. You are the gum that is sitting up underneath the sun on a hot summer day on that that is stuck to that pavement. What are you talking about? So you dig? So to clarify the 10 of Cups, you have the Queen of Wands, the Four of Swords, the Temperance, the Ace of Swords. This is about you, Scorpios, right? When you interact with other people, when you just feel people out, right? Not physically, but when you get to know multiple people, you try to get to know multiple people. The Queen of Wands and the Four of Swords, like it is, I said before, a lot of those people are going to feel, this is the card of what I'm talking about in particular that is connected to the Four of Cups. Some of them are going to ghost you. Some of them are going to reach back to you, right? So you may give them your number, right? They may not return the phone call. You may get their number if that's what you want to do. They may not return your phone call even if you were to call them first because you have their number. But they're gonna regret that later because the Temperance and the Ace of Swords, the wisdom, they're gonna realize, I should have just went ahead and called the Scorpio and tried to work something out. I should have just did that. But no, I decided to play like I'm king, like I'm queen. Now I'm sitting up over here, Ace of Swords. Now they're kicking themselves because now it's like I gotta figure out how am I gonna maneuver in a dating pool that's dysfunctional. The water is murky. Water should not be murky in a pool, but the water is murky. You know what I mean? And they have to think of that. But this is what it is. Most people, right? Everyone who is dating wants somebody. That's the point. So even the people that put on an act, so what they're doing is they want to find the best quality partner. But that ideology is fake though, because the relationship is transactional. It's not anything real. To be like, oh, okay, you really want this because it means something to you. You really just want a transactional relationship. Let's clarify the Four of Cups. Two of Pentacles, Four of Pentacles, Seven of Wands, Queen of Pentacles. To clarify the Four of Cups. Yeah, and when those people ghost you, or they tell you no, or they tell you that they're not interested in you when you call them and find out what's going on with them, because some of them may answer and some of them may tell you that they're not interested. Two of Pentacles, Four of Pentacles, how you get over rejection fast. This is one of my secrets. How you get over rejection fast is to remember what you have. Remember what you've accomplished. Remember where you are in your life. A lot of times when we get rejected, and I've had that too, where I've been a victim of that myself, where in the past, a few years ago, right? And I mean less than 5, basically, but a few years ago, when I used to try to approach people that I was interested in, the rejection would dawn on me hard a little bit, hard. Yeah, it would dawn on me. But like I said, in 2019, I figured it out. And that's when the rejection stopped showing up so hard, because now I'm able to remember I've accomplished certain things. I'm an author. I run a business, which is this. I'm doing a lot of other great things. I try to give back as much as I possibly could. So I'm not really doing too bad, and then it immediately takes the load right off my shoulders. That's why it is I was telling y'all, right, to stop caring so much about the rejection thing. As long as you're a decent person, as long as you keeping yourself decent, as long as you're upstanding in that regard, you step to somebody, hey, what's going on with you? You know what I mean? If they're not interested, what can you do? The 7 of Wands now and the Queen of Pentacles represents, because later on in the future, if you keep doing this, keep trying to get to know other people, so many of those people, right? You're going to realize that it was for the better good, right? It was for the greater good, that they wasn't interested in you, because they're a handful. They probably did. They showed compassion to you. They probably did show compassion to you and decided that they didn't want to hang around you because they didn't want to mess you up. And the Queen of Pentacles represents you, Scorpios. Just keep your decency intact, because when you do get a chance to meet people that give you a try, they're hooked. Believe me. But that's pretty much it. Comment on the video, like the video, subscribe to the YouTube channel, share the video. And if you'd like to check out another person's YouTube channel who also does tarot readings, I'm going to go ahead and put their link in the comment section below. Check them out if you want to. Subscribe if you want to. Leave a like if you want to. And that's pretty much it. Peace.